Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got another video, obviously, and today I'm actually going to do a little recap on a video that I filmed probably just over a year ago now. I could probably find out exactly when I filmed it. Okay, I filmed the video that I'm going to be recapping today on, well, I didn't film it. It went live on the 8th of March 2021, so that is, what is it, it's April now, so it's about a year and a month ago, and that video was titled, here it is, How to Deal with Noisy Neighbours, Tips, Tricks and Hacks, and that's had quite a lot of attention. Has it got, so it's got 14,000 views, and I thought I'd recap it because I still get loads of comments on it and everything, and the situation has changed, so I thought I'd do an update on the situation to let you know what has happened, and everything like that. Getting in to the video, I'm first going to tell you the update of where we are now, and then we're going to do a recap and anything, like I'm going to watch the video to see if my tips and tricks and everything are still valid, and then if there's any new ones at the end. The situation at the moment, so when I filmed that video, I believe at that point in time I did not have the best downstairs neighbours. So we were in lockdown, and I had actually just had my first vaccination. I got mine early because I work in healthcare, so it was around, what would that be, January, February time, and the day they moved in was the day I had it, and that's why I remember it so clearly in my mind, because I had some side effects to it overnight, and I literally was the worst night's sleep of my life, and that was coupled to the fact, one, I was having side effects from the injection, and two, downstairs had moved in that day and they were literally being crazy. I will leave the link to the video down below, and on the screen up here, so if you want to see the full story, and we're going to recap it now anyway, but if you want to watch the video for yourself, go watch it, and you can hear the story from the horse's mouth, even though I'm the horse. But fast forward to today, I'm not sure when those people moved out, because I think it was just a temporary fix, because there was another flat in my block that I knew the person who bought that one, not personally, but I've met him a few times because he was doing up and to rent out, and he said he must have spoken to them to say, like, introduce himself, and I think he said they're only there temporary. So I was like, oh my god, thank god, because I could not live with the amount of noise they make. Fast forward to today, even though I just said that, the neighbours that I've got down below are, I've had 3 neighbours, downstairs neighbours. I'm on the first floor, they're on the ground floor, there's only 2 floors. I've only had 3 neighbours in my time. I had my original ones, which were bearable. They did have barbecues, which weren't great, and they were quite loud at some points and played loud music at some points. The second ones, which were the worst, literally up till God knows what time in the morning, that's when I had to start using some of the measures that I talk about in the video, to help with the sleeping. And then the ones I have today are the best ones I've had in this flat, who, they seem to go to bed quite early. They get up really early, which I don't mind, that just means they're out of the house. They're gone the whole day, they're not normally here at the weekends, and I think it's either just a guy or a guy and a girl, I don't know, and it seems to be okay. They do smoke, and I don't think they should be smoking in their flat, but sometimes, like the kitchen and stuff, I can smell, like, not in my kitchen, but my kitchen's over their bathroom, my bathroom's over their kitchen, and you can get the sense of stuff, like when they're cooking, and also I can smell smoke sometimes. And in the summer last year, I did notice, if I have my window open here, he would stand outside his front door, which is just down here. This is a window, and I could smell the smoke if I have my window open and stuff. So that was the most annoying it has got, which obviously smoke and stuff, if you're a non-smoker, is not pleasant. But I am going to now put in my AirPods, and we are going to take a trip down memory lane to a year ago. Hopefully that's connected. Yes, it has. Trip down memory lane to a year ago, and I'm going to screen record it so that you can see. I'm going to take a trip down memory lane and let's have a watch of my video. If I'm going to be looking down, it's because I'm looking down, obviously. Hey guys, how are you doing? So today's a little bit of a different video because it's all about noisy neighbours, and I have lived in my flat now. What I'm going to do actually, I'm just going to watch it on 2x speed. I watch a lot of my videos on 2x speed. For what, year and a half? I have neighbours below me and neighbours opposite, and then there. Those that on there, and they're upstairs, never been occupied. So I don't have any problem with them because there's no noise. But downstairs I have had someone there when I moved in. They moved out probably about, I want to say October time, 2020, and then someone moved in January downstairs. So before, a little backstory, before the old tenants that lived there, when I first moved in, they were quite noisy in terms of they used to play loud music, which got to the point where it was bumping. I couldn't really do anything about this. This place was like built in the 80s. Soundproofing is... Okay, let me skip forward to the actual bits where I talk about stuff, because I've kind of just given you a recap now. Where are we now? But I've got a few little tips on ways that I use to block out noise and deal with noisy neighbours, as well as a few ways that I haven't tried but might be good. So the first way, and pretty much something that I did this before anyway, because I like to make sure my flat is not humid, because humid attracts mould, and I've had problems with that, and I just want things to be not humid in here. Considering my bathroom does not have a window and stuff, I do have an extractor fan in there, but there's no window, so you can't really clear the air. Okay, I'm going to pause it there because I know what I'm going to talk about. Dehumidifiers. You might be able to hear one in the background, but prop. I'm doing a Blue Peter moment. So this is one of the dehumidifiers I have, as I speak about in that video. My flat's bathroom does not have a window, or it does have a dehumidifier in it, but as in an extractor fan. But I have two of these. This one is a bit dusty. Two of these. One I put next to my telly, and one I put up atop of the unit next to my bed. And they're really good to stop mould and things like that. It's really humid in my flat. Like, I now have a temperature and humidity, like, little, not calculator, but like thermometer thing. It's only April and it's 23 degrees in my flat. I have closed the windows because I want to film this video, but I'm going to have to open more windows. But it is 56, it was 55, but 56% humidity, and I don't know if you can see, it's not focused, but there is a little like face, and it's got a smile in it, because that is an okay humidifier to have. It's going up probably because I'm holding it, but let me just put that back there. But yeah, that is one of the ways, and I still use that. It's really good. I literally, even though they're not even that not noisy at night downstairs, I always have a humidifier on anyway, because I have had a problem in the past of where the dehumidifier was next to my bed, which is the one I have on all night. I don't tend to have the other one on. I use that because I've had a problem in the past of mould behind that unit. But yes, let's go to the next tip. Just going to fast forward after the dehumidifier. I tried it myself, I kind of looked at the reviews, and it seems to be quite good, and it just kind of plays some kind of music, background noise. Okay, I'm talking about, what am I talking about? I'm talking about like a white noise machine. I've not tried that. Let me know in the comments if you have. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about. Box looks like this. They were featured in an Amazon haul recently. Come in a little jar, it's plastic, and they are my favourite colour, which is really nice. These are like £10.99, and so these are... I've still got like a packaging thing in. I can't remember where one of the bits is, but these are earplugs. Now, I have used these, and I don't use them anymore because I literally don't need to now, but occasionally, if they are a bit noisier downstairs, I would put one in, but that is literally rare. I probably haven't worn them since like summer last year. Whenever the people downstairs moved out, I stopped wearing these because they're no longer needed, because I can sleep fine without any noise. I would say they go in your ear very far, so it is quite uncomfortable, but it literally does block out the noise. I did get used to it. I don't know how safe they are to do that, so I'm not recommending you buy these. Please do your own research, but I have heard maybe that the ones that like mould to your ear might be better, because they obviously don't go that far into your ear, and they kind of just stay on the surface, a bit like the headphones I'm wearing, but yeah, I do like... I'm not adverse to wearing these, but I don't have to use them anymore, so my Neighbours can't be that bad. Now, before... What else do I say? It's paused because my internet is... Oh, I didn't press pause. Well, cannot justify that on my regular headphones, let alone things like just there to help me sleep. Okay, I'm talking about headphones. I know I'm like listening to like a tiny portion of it, but I have obviously got AirPods now. I'm not going to sleep in those. These are not noise cancelling. These are just like the 2019 version, I think, of the original ones. But I have not tried those. Those Bose ones look really expensive. I think that's what I'm talking about. I think that is all the tips and tricks I have, apart from, I'm not sure if I said in this video, I'm literally not going to sit here and watch all of it, is a fan. I don't obviously use a fan in the winter, so I have not used a fan yet, but as you can see by my temperature gauge, it's 23 degrees in here, so I might need to start whipping that out, because I do get very hot anyway, but a fan is obviously a really good noise distraction from any other noise, which I do obviously highly recommend. I haven't got it to show to hand, but I have got one. It's probably about this long. Yeah, I would say this long, and probably like this wide, and it's circular, and I literally just put it in, not in my bed, but kind of on the side of my bed, so that I'm getting it like in my face, because one, I think that might help not vibrate the floor, because I obviously don't want to be a noisy nuisance neighbour, and it's on the bed, so it's kind of muffled, and it's literally on my bed. I know that might be bad. It hasn't caused any like fire or anything, so hopefully that's okay. It was like £20, I think, from Wilko, I believe. If they still do it, I'll try and link it down below. But that is really good at 1, noise, and 2, keeping you cool. So you're doing 2-in-1 kind of situation. But yes, the basic update I have for you is that I don't have to use one of the measures in place on the video that I filmed about a year ago in terms of earplugs, because I don't know why I'm still wearing these. I could take those out now, but I don't have to wear those, and I still do use the dehumidifiers because one, it's good for my flat, and it's kind of a nice background noise these days. Whenever I'm working from home, I have both of them on anyway, all day. They don't cost too much. Well, I have not actually had a bill yet since energy prices have gone up, so I don't know how much more expensive they're being, but from bills previous, they don't actually use that much electricity or anything. So that is my recap, or part 2, on my tips and tricks, and a little update on my noisy neighbours. They are basically no more. A little bit of a nuisance when they smoke outside your window and stuff when it's open in the summer, and you can kind of smell it in the flat during the winter. I don't know if they do smoke inside, but I feel like they do when they shouldn't. But yeah, other than that, I think that's all I've got for you today on this video. Let everybody know your tips and tricks down below. I know a lot of people had a lot to say in my last video, so if you want to go look back at the comments on that video, it's linked down below and in the iCards, and also leave your comments down below as well. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're not already, please subscribe. We normally do like hauls, come shop with me, and that kind of stuff, reviews as well on this channel, so definitely subscribe for that. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.